Hey ladies, it's Rochelle here. So we're continuing on with our series of no bake holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah desserts and focusing more on cookies and candies. So I had showed you earlier in the week about chocolate no bakes, and today we're going to do peanut butter. These have no chocolate, just peanut butter. So I have always used a quicker type oat for my no bakes, but a friend of mine suggested using old-fashioned oats, the old-fashioned rolled oats, not the whole oats, but old-fashioned rolled oats. So we're going to try that today. I'm using the same recipe that I always did, but she likes the bitier part of the rolled oats. So let's get over the pan and get started. So here in this pan, you want to use a really thick bottom pan so that the heat transfers evenly. We're just going to go ahead and turn this up on high and get in our ingredients. Now this will make approximately about 100 no-bake cookies. So real butter, always 1 cup. 1 cup of milk. And then we're going to need 3 cups of sugar. 1, 2, 3. Now we will just bring this, it's like a piece of the little bag of sugar. We will bring this to a boil. You can stir it until it gets good and melted. So just stir it until it gets good and melted. Once it actually comes to a full boil, my tip is always only leave it on your stove for 1 minute at a full boil. I set my timer for 60 seconds and they turn out perfect and not too dry. It's the biggest thing a lot of times with no-bake cookies. People get fearful, cook it a little longer, and then you turn out with dry no-bake cookies, which we don't want. So we'll just continue stirring this, letting the butter melt, and I'll show you when it comes to a full boil. Okay, during that minute, as it's going at a full boiling, rolling boil, you can feel free and go ahead and be stirring, but you can see here it is at a full boil for 60 seconds. There's our timer. Turn the timer off. Now if you have an electric stove, go ahead and remove your pan from the stove because you don't want that added heat. Okay? So now at this time, we're going to add in a teaspoon of salt, a cup and a half of peanut butter, and then we will add in 6 cups of oat. Again, like I said, I am trying this. Normally I had always used like a quicker cooking oat, but we're going to use the old-fashioned rolled oats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's cut this one a little bit shy. 6 cups of oat, and then we'll add in a couple teaspoons of vanilla. If you haven't watched my video on making vanilla, you can go there and find out how to do that. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. All right, quickly go ahead and stir this up. And these oats are just going to pick up all that milky, sugary, peanut buttery goodness. Stir, stir, stir until it is completely absorbed. I mean, completely, absorbed a little and completely incorporated. Now, she did tell me when you use whole oats that you need to let it sit just a little bit longer, because like right now, if I was using the quick cooking oats, it would be time to get these babies spooned out onto your wax sheet or aluminum foil. But she did say with the whole oats that we need to let this sit just a few minutes. Okay, so we've let this sit just about 3 minutes. So here you see the consistency. It's still runny, but I think I want to go ahead and start putting them on. Because I like that nice shiny finish instead of such a dull finish on my no-bake. So I'm going to get out a tablespoon here and go to work. Your no-bakes do need to set up for like an hour generally to harden up. That is why a lot of people get a little impatient, and so they cook theirs a little bit longer, but then it creates like a dry no-bake, which is not as delightful as ones that don't cook as long. I swear by the 60-second, oh no, I did that wrong. I swear by the 60-second boil time, it is just perfect every time for me. Now that is 60 seconds of a full rolling boil. So, here we go. These look like they're going to turn out great. I just got through with some chocolate ones earlier, so if you're wondering why this aluminum foil looks like it's used, it's because we did chocolate on these. All right, I'll get back to you once they're set up. Okay, so here are the peanut butter no-bakes. With the old-fashioned rolled oats, they took longer to set up, but they set up, and so that makes them not dry, which is what I like. And you can see here, so they're gonna be chewy and not dry. There's the texture. They're good. They're definitely, the oats, you can tell they have more of a bite than my minute oats when I make them. I actually may decide that I'll use half quick oats and half old-fashioned rolled oats in the recipe and give you like the best of both worlds. What do you think? Comment below and tell me if you use old-fashioned rolled oats or like a quick cooking oats for your no-bakes. I did want to tell you they made 75 instead of 100, and I guess that's due to the fact that there's not as many oats in there, even though it is by measurement. It wouldn't be by weight and volume because the old-fashioned oats take up more volume than like your quick cooking oats because they're more compact. So there's the update on the peanut butter no-bakes.